In this video, we are going to be unboxing and reviewing this 14th scale brushless buggy from Rlaarlo. Is it better than the competition? Is this now the best budget buggy you can get? We're about to find out. Welcome folks, my name is Troy. This is Roadside RC. On this channel, you'll tend to find me bashing and crawling and drifting and racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. And now I saw this buggy come up for sale, and it really kind of piqued my interest. At first, I kind of scrolled by it for one very good reason. I already had this one. All right, this is the WLTOYS. Very, very popular. Many people have run this buggy. If you do a search for the 14th scale WLTOYS out there in the world, you will see so many people that have run these before. And when you look at them just on the surface, there's a lot of similarities between the two of them. So when I saw this one at first, I was like, skip, whatever. I've already driven the WLTOYS version, so I can skip it. I already know what this whole vehicle's about, but there's a couple things in this one that I saw in the specs online that really piqued my interest, so I decided to get it. So let's get it out of the box and compare it and see what it really looks like. This is honestly something I haven't ever quite seen before. A whole accessory kit all in one bag. We've got the huge batteries in here. Let me get this open. Inside here we have a whole special front bumper that you can bolt on, it looks like. This is a whole new front bumper that you can somehow bolt on here just to help protect for new drivers, to make sure that you protect the vehicle. Look at that. That's like an accessory that's offered right in the box. Here we have 2800 milliamp 2S LiPo standard T or Dean's plug with a charger. We have some different caps. We have wheel hexes. We have wheel nuts. I mean, all the stuff that you're going to need. Spare drive shafts. Look at that. These are CVD universals. Spare ones for the front. Screwdriver, T-wrench, body pins, because you always lose the body pins. Spare control arms and the hinge pins and the nuts. And then, of course, the manual itself right here, where we can go through all the exploded diagrams. Look at that. Look at those exploded diagrams. They have all the detail of exactly what screw is going where. All the details. Dude, that is great. Look at all that. Plus all the spare parts list. This is a full assembly manual in here. This is not like what you normally see. This is great. This is really, really good for a budget entry-level basher. All the first entry information's in here like that. That is awesome. Swapping over to the buggy itself, first things, obviously, very good looking body, nice wing, tires are pretty hard as you may expect for something like this. Nice plastic right in here to give it some shine on the wheels, but we start to notice some differences. Oil-filled shocks, yes, definitely oil-filled shocks all the way around. And then look at this. What do we have here? I hope it comes across on camera. That is a carbon fiber shock tower. The rear is a carbon fiber shock tower. And then when you flip it over, you've got a full carbon fiber chassis on this vehicle. This is part of what's separating it there from the WLTOYS. Underneath the body, here's the next big thing. Look how this huge ESC in here. So we do have ESC and receiver in one unit. We do have a 3-wire servo, so you can upgrade this servo easily if you would like. So that is very good. And then you have a brushless setup. So this is brushless out of the box brushless. Now it has no markings on it, so I can't tell you what KV it is. Large battery strap area, definitely some upgrades included in this model. And note here how the controller comes with complete driving tips for the beginner. Talks about what all the buttons do, everything here on the controller, how to turn it, how to control the throttle, all on here before you even be able to run the vehicle. It's all on there. Now I will say this controller is the same one that you've seen in many of the other Arlo products. Good and bad. It works nicely, has decent feel to it for what it is, for as budget as it is. I'll say it's a little small, especially for my hand, but it works, right? Like you can definitely do it. It's just this dimension right in here. This trigger really needs to be out further, but for like my kids, things along those lines, this would also be rather good. So overall, good controller for the price point that we're at. Now you can see what really piqued my interest about this Arlo version of this Buggy compared to the WLTOYS is because the WLTOYS is very popular. You will see online many people that have this Buggy and go out and enjoy it. They speed run it. They do all sorts of stuff to it. I, however, had some trouble with it. I found that it was made kind of glass. And really within the first few runs, I had blown the whole rear of this thing apart. It had just shattered. And one of the key reasons that I believe that happened was due to its weight. It's got the full metal chassis, full metal front and rear shock towers, and then instead of this compact brushless motor in here, it has this huge monster brushed motor in it. The weight difference, just picking these things up and holding them, is noticeable, and that weight difference goes straight into durability of control arms and shocks. When you have a heavier vehicle and it has any kind of an impact to the ground, all of that weight gets transferred through those control arms. The more weight you have, the harder it is on durability. And so that's where I really got piqued on this. Wait a second, we're brushless. We're a more efficient compact brushless setup, and we have all of these carbon fiber parts on here. This thing should be awesome. Steering looks nice and fast. Oh man, that thing's got some power behind it. Wow. Yes, folks, that is 2S out of the box, not even trying backflips. First run is in. This buggy did really well. It really surprised me how much power this thing had. Running around through there, my grass is really tall at the moment. It powered through it. Now the ESC, the motor, everything in here, it did get nice and toasty, so that's something we need to keep an eye on. But honestly, the grass it was driving through was taller than the whole buggy is. So, you know, we got to give it some leeway for that. But on the box, it says 2S and 3S capable. So this isn't my fault. I don't need to run it on 3S, but the box tells me I have to try. So I have Gen's Ace 2200 3S, fits right in that battery tray. We're gonna give it a shot. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever had such a nasty crash going down my street before, but this thing is flying. It claims 100 kilometers an hour, which I believe is 60-ish miles an hour. And wow, that thing probably does every bit of it. Not super easy to control at that speed, and I hit that manhole cover and it just tumbled for what seemed like a mile, but to its credit, landed on its wheels, drove away, all as well. So super crazy. We're gonna go take it to the backyard now with the big jump and see maybe if we can pull a double backflip with it. Oh, I don't know if that was is that a double or triple? Battery wires are hanging out. We're gonna do one more time. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Nasty hit. There we go. 2S run, 3S run, both done. Buggy's completely in one piece, even after tumbling all the way down my street, even after that nasty, as I was going for that triple backflip, even after that nasty hit on this corner with that backflip, all it did was pop off the one ball end. Pop it right back on, all is well. I am very impressed with how durable this buggy is. It is staggeringly fast. So here's one of the things, like, this is, you know, I would normally think a 14th scale buggy like this, a little bit on the cheaper end of the scale, is more geared towards entry level. It is not if you are leaving it in full power mode, right? 2S even is just crazy to drive. I cannot hand this to some of the young kids that are in my neighborhood. No way, that would be irresponsible. Someone's ankles would be taken out immediately. This is definitely more for an advanced user, someone who can really control it. They think that there's some diff tuning that can be done, obviously some stickier tires that can be done, all to help it. But I mean, on 3S, the thing was pulling wheelies on 3S even at speed. I mean, staggering stuff. Now, the only saving grace here is on the controller, it does have, it calls it throttle trim, but it's not really throttle trim, because normally throttle trim would mean where the center point forward and reverse is. This is actually a throttle limiter. So of course I was driving it this whole time at full throttle. Now I got the 2S battery back in it, and that was full throttle. Now what you can do is you can limit this all the way almost to 0. So if I'm gonna just pin it, I'm gonna full throttle. And right here, it's still fully pinned, but look, I've literally got it crawling now. Like, it's going so slow now. So what that really means is if you are considering getting this for a new beginner RC user, then you really need to watch that throttle limiter on the controller. You can really crank it down, and then you have plenty of vehicle for like future proofing, right? So as your beginner driver wants to have more power, as they're showing you that they have control, you can start dialing up some more of that throttle control. But having an 8 and a 12-year-old myself at the house, I know that they find those buttons pretty quickly, so you just need to be cautious with it. So we started this whole video off with how does this compare to the WLTOYS vehicle. So this WLTOYS is not even on the bench anymore. With everything that we've got with this thing, it really is such a better vehicle. Now, I will say a lot of that I believe is due to the lighter weight, you know, all this and that brushless power that we have. But I had some pretty nasty tumbles and wrecks, and the Buggy is literally no worse for wear for it. Whereas my history with that WLTOYS was that it would have clearly been missing some parts, and I'd be ordering some parts right now. Other part that comes into it is, man, this thing really is fast. I can see I'm going to be wearing these tires out very quickly. I'm going to be probably looking for a set of on-road and a set of off-road tires for it, something that I can use in dual purpose that way. I did not have my GPS charged up today, so we're going to have to come back and we're going to have to do a 2S versus 3S speed run, preferably not down my street. We'll do that speed run. We'll have that out to you in a different video. It claims up to 100 kilometers an hour on the box. We'll see, does it really do that? The other thing I might do on this thing long term is I might look at the gearing in it, because even though it's really hot in Middle Tennessee today, and it was running through grass that was as tall as the Buggy, if we're going to be honest, the motor and the ESC both got very hot while I was running it out here today. I might consider actually long-term bumping the gearing down, actually de-gearing the thing, making it slower, but then running it on 3S all the time. That might let those electronics live much longer. So look for that in a future video that we'll be coming out with. All right, folks, it is hot. I'm going inside where the air conditioning is. I hope this was useful for you. If you are considering 14th scale budget, like brushless little Buggy, I don't know if there's a better one out there right now than this. Maybe other folks have had different experiences, but so far this thing right here is really looking good. So be on the lookout for some more videos from this. I have some other vehicle review videos over here that I'm going to send you to right now. You can see that WLTOYS one in there, and we will see you in those videos. So thank you for all the support and for watching the videos, and we will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.